Hey, what's up guys? James Diamond here and welcome back to the penultimate episode of my Uplifting Trance series here on Sonic Academy. Come a long way, and the last couple of episodes we've been looking at the structure of the entire track with the intro, the breakdown, and we just looked at doing the main drop section. Now we're going to be looking at the outro section, which we did a tiny bit of at the end of last episode, and really this is going to be, the outros are really going to be pretty much a swap, a reversal of the intro section. So it's going to pretty much do exactly the same and then just kind of fade out. So in order to do this, we're literally just going to take everything from our intro. Let's copy absolutely everything over. So we're going to copy this first 16 bars. You don't need the plucks as they're already in there. And let's just line it up. I'm just going to get rid of the kick and the sub as I've just copied those. And the pluck we can leave. And I'll just line it up and I'm just copying and bang, pasting it in. Sounding quite nice. Just need to bring up the percussion filter to make sure these percussion bits come in. And what we're going to do, we're just going to start to slowly filter down on that pluck, as I don't want to have that playing for the entire outro. I want to just kind of drop into the standard kick and bass. We need to start filtering up on the mid bass also. Using the low pass filter. So there we go, sounding quite nice. That's literally all we're going to do for that section there. And the beauty of this is now we've got everything in already. All I need to do is just simply copy and paste. This is just the outro of the track. I try to keep them fairly simple, as I try to think of when I'm actually mixing out live as a DJ, that I don't want to have lots and lots of things going on in the track, because it can kind of get a little bit too confusing in the mix, and you know, some things start to clash. There may be sounds which are a bit louder and out of key of the track that you're mixing in. So I always try and keep it just very simple with the kick and the bass, maybe some extra background sounds. So if I do want to cut sections out, so like the mids out on the mixer, as in the DJ mixer, then I can do so, and I don't have to worry about kind of conflicting with any sort of percussion. So this at bar 243, excuse me, this is where our outro section is going to be, so our outro kind of DJ mix. So we've got our 32 bars here, so 8, 16, 24, 32. The first 16 with a kind of kick in the bass with the pluck, and then the second 16 is kind of the in the mix kind of section, and then this will be the very last 16 bars of the entire track. So this is the section where things will start to kind of filter out. So I want to begin looking at how I'm going to filter everything down. Let's just take a listen to that transition first of all. I don't want the sub to be playing for the last 16 bars, so I'm going to remove it there. Transition sounding quite nice. I think maybe let's just start to bring the high pass on the kick up. And let's bring down the volume of the sub just a little bit as well, just to help with that transition where the sub completely disappears from the track. Okay, so that first 8 bars sounds fine. I think I'm just going to pull the high pass up on the kick and then start to filter it out. And let's do the same on the mid bass, start to filter that out with the high pass and then filter it down with the low pass as well. And maybe we can start to bring out some of the percussion hits. And that looks about right to me. There we go, that's sounding really nice. The high end of the kick got a bit kind of hurty on the ears there, whereas the filter was coming up, it was getting very high and clicky. So let's just pull down on the low pass of the kick and bass bus, just to get rid of that top end of the kick. And maybe then let's just pull down on the atmosphere effects with their filter also, just to kind of phase everything out. And there we go, sounding very nice indeed, really liking that. Not much else I can really do for the outro. Very simple, like I said. It's pretty much just kind of a reversal of the intro, where everything in the intro is fading in, everything in the outro is fading out. So that's it for this episode. Not much more I can show you. Stay tuned for the last episode, which is coming next, and we'll be looking at the final fine-tuning. So now that we've got our track down, I'll want to go back and really just kind of look at each individual section, say about 32 bars at a time, and just go through and look at each individual kind of automation that's going on and the volumes and levels of things. And I'll also be going back to the mixer channel and just making sure that, you know, starting from scratch, making sure that I've got my kick and bass and my sub are sounding all good, and then just get all the levels of the percussion all sounding absolutely perfect. So hopefully I'll see you in the last and next episode. Cheers.